The beloved cast of the Brady Bunch recently opened up about which of their TV siblings they believed had the most interesting storylines throughout the show's iconic run. Given the series' focus on blending two families into one, each character had their own moments of growth, drama, and humor, but some stories stood out more than others according to the cast. Barry Williams, who played Greg Brady, reflected on the complexity of his character's arc, especially as the oldest sibling. Greg had a lot on his plate. He was the typical all-American teenager but also had to step up as the big brother. The storylines where he navigated high school pressures, first loves, and leadership within the family were really engaging. Barry pointed out episodes like The Drummer Boy, where Greg's attempts to impress a girl by joining the school band showed a mix of vulnerability and determination. Maureen McCormick, who portrayed Marcia Brady, highlighted how her character's storylines often revolved around identity and popularity. Marcia was the quintessential girl next door, but also had her share of challenges, like dealing with sibling rivalry and finding her own voice beyond being just the pretty one. The famous Marcia, Marcia, Marcia moments weren't just about teasing, they reflected real family dynamics. Maureen also noted how episodes dealing with self-confidence and realizing one's true worth added depth to Marcia's role. Susan Olsen, who played Cindy Brady, offered a unique perspective, focusing on how Cindy's storylines evolved from the innocent youngest sibling to a more independent character. Cindy might have seemed like just the cute little sister at first, but over time she had some pretty interesting plots that showcased her growing up, like when she struggled with school or tried to assert herself in the family. Susan enjoyed how Cindy's innocence often brought humor but also highlighted important lessons. Christopher Knight, who played Peter Brady, found Peter's growth particularly compelling. Peter was right in the middle, often feeling overlooked but wanting to stand out. His storylines about trying new things, dealing with peer pressure, and understanding his place in the family felt very relatable. Christopher said that Peter's journey from awkwardness to confidence made for a fascinating subplot. Overall, the cast agreed that while each sibling had their own highlights, Marcia and Greg often received the most engaging storylines due to their roles as the oldest kids dealing with external and internal pressures. However, the show's magic was how it balanced these narratives, giving every Brady child a moment to shine and resonate with audiences of all ages. This behind-the-scenes insight shows how the Brady Bunch's characters were more than just archetypes, they were well-rounded individuals with stories that reflected real family life, making the series a timeless classic.